Hi everyone, it's John here. I'm just doing a video from about my last video. This one's about negative responses to my last video, and you can see I'm just in one of the back rooms where I am. So the back view that you can see here is not very good. So I apologise for that, but I'll try and get more professional as I keep doing videos. The negative responses was about how I praised Daniel Andrews and how I praised the public, the community, where people I thought was doing the right things. As I thought Daniel Andrews was doing the right thing as well. But I thought everyone was doing things to the best of their ability. Some people I thought wasn't doing exactly what they should have been doing, but still, nevertheless, I thought it was pretty good. But what I've got now is I've got some people's comments here, and they're saying that what I was saying is not true, and I shouldn't back Daniel Andrews, and not everyone was doing the right thing, and a lot of people were quite bad actually. I know that some of these things, maybe in some people's eyes, that they may be facts. Maybe they are facts, but I'm sort of at the opinion of that, if everyone can really sort of pull together, and now that we're getting told to do the right thing, then we'll all try and do the right thing, and everything will be okay. So everyone lives in harmony, everyone is healthy and happy, and I think that's a good thing. So what I've got here is that people have actually said that they wanted to hold the security guards that were employed by Daniel Andrews, and they believe that the outbreak was actually caused by these people, and also the people or the guards actually was having sex with the people. I think they were tourists. I'm not 100% sure if that's right or not. So let me know in your comments if that's not correct. But they were apparently having sex together, and also the guards were letting them out and going shopping, going to have coffee, going to have something to eat down the street, mixing with other people, and so people are saying that that's probably one of the causes as well, or probably the biggest cause. Also, the other thing was that they said that people that was getting the JobKeeper allowance, so which I thought was a good thing, but they're saying that people were having a free day a week. If companies were going down to 4 days a week and they'd have a day off, well then they'd just have a long weekend and they would go out and spread the virus as well. Well, I don't think anybody really knew if people have had viruses or not. To me, I think Daniel Andrews has put it out there to people to wash your hands, do safe distancing, don't travel around to everybody's houses, or try not to travel in numbers, try not to eat out in numbers, and put strict rules in for where we go out and eat, and so on and so on. So I think he's been trying to do the right thing. And one of the other things I thought was when he, I think the federal government wanted, and I think Daniel Andrews would have agreed, that the COVID Safe app as well, which I think is a good thing, but it wasn't mandatory. Not everyone had to do it, so I think people didn't do it. But what I'm trying to say is that I think that the governments have been trying to do the best they can, and he's saying that if people abide by these rules, then things will get better, and as we've found out today, no, it hasn't. So the other thing is, also they were saying that Daniel Andrews was letting people go out and protest, and everyone was mixing together, and so there was another problem of, if there was 1,000 people there, those 1,000 people could make 10,000 people with the virus. Well, I don't think that it was Daniel Andrews that really wanted that to happen. I don't think anyone in Australia really wanted that to happen. I don't think Victorians wanted that to happen. But I think if I'm correct, that it was overturned in a court So then they're allowed to go out and protest. So that may have been a problem, but I don't think that it was Daniel Andrews' problem. Another one which I think was a little bit appalling actually was letting people fly back to Australia from places like India and China. So to me, in naming countries, we're not pulling together, we're not talking nicely about people, and it's not about where people come from. It's not about race, not about colour, it's not where you're born from. We're all the same, and we're all facing the same problem. So I don't know if that's really, they actually blamed Daniel Andrews for that in some of the comments that I received, but I don't think it's really Daniel Andrews' fault. I don't think it's anybody's fault. It's just people needed to come back home to be with their loved ones. People probably had work commitments here, and they couldn't afford to stay in the countries that they're in, and they had to come back. I think that's just the same for everyone over the world, so I was a bit surprised with that. The other one was when they were saying that some of the restrictions that were lifted, which one of them was the gyms, that should never have happened, because people sweat in gyms, and people were close together, and no matter how many times, if they open a gym and everything's cleaned down, then someone uses it, then it's not cleaned straight after that, then someone else uses it, and then they go out into the community, and then it spreads again. Well, that was directed at Daniel Andrews, but all of these like pubs and cafes and hairdressers and different salons and gyms were all notified about safe distancing and doing the right thing, and I think all those organisations were doing the right thing, and I don't think it's just Daniel Andrews. I mean, this is all also based on a lot of other professional people from Victoria with the health department and so on and so on. So yeah, I think it's a little bit, shouldn't be directed at the government in that case. One of the other things was that everyone should wear masks. It should have been mandatory from the beginning. They were also calling for the sacking of Daniel Andrews, which that's done at elections. So I don't think opinions are really helping Daniel Andrews, which was elected as the government, to do the right thing. Look, I really think at the end of all this, I think that we should support Daniel Andrews because we voted him in, and I think he's not responsible for the virus. He's doing the best he can to try and stop the virus. I think we should all really treat each other with respect, always, and do that from the heart. And if everyone does the right thing, then I think that really everybody will be okay. So look, if you have any comments, leave some comments whenever you feel free. But nice to talk to you. And if you could subscribe to my channel, which is under my name, that would be great. Thank you very much.